today. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports. Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's the option. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 20 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So here are the 49ers now with a long field ahead. They'll be led out by the man from the University of Washington. This is Jacob Eason.
So this is what we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers for him from a week ago, 10 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and now it's 2nd down. Now Mostert. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Mostert. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And 4 at the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On the run, it's Robinson. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Kello Witherspoon on the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Kaepernick sets up the screen to Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They run. Robinson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. And that was just brute strength against brute strength. And defensive brute one out there.
We often talk about leverage in a game. Offensive line versus defensive line. Who can get lower and create some space? In this case, as you pointed out, the defensive line got it done.
And they went to the fullback dive. Could not get the first. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory.
1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Kaepernick. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. James now to return. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Eason off the play fake. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Play action. It's Eason. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action with Eason. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
On the slant, this is Chark. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. We can get to the third quarter now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off-play action. Eason taking a shot for Samuel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick able to complete this to Shenault. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. On the draw, Robinson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting a lead. So you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit his safety back.
It looked like two well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
Off the play fake. Eason. Again looking for Samuel, this time the catch made. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 26. He got 29 yards that time. Off play action. Eason. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. This is Mostert, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Jacksonville. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Pass rusher extraordinaire, Dee Ford that time, getting the sack. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's good for 28 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary. figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Mitch Wishnowsky.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs. Sure. It just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
10 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And his pass incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Back to the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. Connection made with Shenault. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. On first down, Kaepernick. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
They run the draw here with Robinson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
13-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Important extra point up and through as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And Lambo now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it'll be second down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
Off the play fake. Eason. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Eason. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
George Kittle. Touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now Colin Kaepernick and the offense heading back out onto the field. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dee Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Kaepernick now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. It's caught at the 10. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.